friends, come on in, take your shoes off, have a seat, and consider staying a while by clicking that subscribe button. Two things. I didn't really know I was going to make this video. It's kind of just thrown together and random. I had the idea driving to the store this morning. I did Walmart's curbside pickup for the first time, and I gotta say I was a fan. I don't know if I'll ever go back to indoor shopping just because of the convenience and of just avoiding the crowds. So I got up at 6 this morning and made sure I could pick up a delivery at 6:30. Definitely did not think this was going to be my first video back. If you're new to my channel, first of all, I usually track my health and fitness journey. This isn't a typical video that I generally make. I'm on a journey to lose 90 pounds, and I also contracted COVID at the beginning of, actually at the end of last month. And I've been recovering from that, and I have not posted a video since. We did track our entire journey, figuring out that we did have COVID and our symptoms and all that. That is my last video. If you have not seen that, go check that out. But I wanted to make this video because I think a lot of people are just kind of blowing off what's happening in the world. I'm not saying I believe that this election is going to be like the end of the world or anything. But I do believe that there is going to be a lot of protesting. I do believe we are going to go into a food shortage again. I mean, look what happened, at the beginning of COVID. I really, truly think that's going to happen. And I want to make sure that my family is prepared and is ready to just stay at home, because I think protests are going to get really bad again. I think, like I said, food shortage is going to get bad, and I don't want to have to be scrambling, running to the store, dealing with that kind of stuff if something were to happen. Not a professional. I don't generally prep. I for sure am missing items, and I really only had about 3 weeks to prepare my stockpile, and so I was really just buying on sales. Obviously things can get really expensive, so I was just trying to buy what we could afford and that would have a longer shelf life than what we generally buy. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I truly think that there is a lot more good in the world than there is bad. And I think in order to survive something like a government shutdown or, protesters getting out of control, things like that, I think we're going to have to stick together. And I wasn't warned about this until about I would say a month ago. And I didn't really heed the warning. And then I started, doing research on it. And so I guess I'm posting this because we have 5 days left till the election. I know there is families out there with babies, with young children, with old and young, with grandma, grandpa, whatever. I want everyone to be able to be prepared and for just to take care of each other. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you my stockpile. Like I said, I'm not a professional, nor do we have professional shelving. Literally, we took a shoe rack, and like my husband's tool rack that he stores things with, and cleared that all off just to make room for our food supplies. So I'm gonna walk you through what we have and kind of why we have it. So starting out, I got this 8-pack of mac and cheese. I actually got 3 of these because my husband eats these like crazy. He'll probably eat them at least 3, if not 4 times a week for dinner. And I wanted to stock up on those. I think in all the research that I've done, everyone has said to eat what you store and store what you eat. So in the event that nothing happens, I want to make sure that we eat these up. So I really tried to get stock items that we eat on a general basis, but also have a long shelf life. So I got that. I also got 3 boxes of ramen noodles, 2 chicken, 1 beef, because again, my husband eats those like crazy. This whole shelf was full of these raviolis. My mom actually got these on sale and gave it to us at the beginning of the pandemic. Again, my husband loves those, so we've pretty much eaten our way through. There's just a little bit left, but those are up there. We got peanut butter over here. So every time I go to the store, and all the survival videos I've watched has said to store peanut butter. It has a very, very long shelf life. and it has a ton of fat in it. It has your carbs, it has your protein. So I've heard that this is a really good item, so I've just tried to pick up one or two, and this is also something that we eat a lot of too, so that's a bonus. There's two packs back here from Costco, but mainly I just buy one every time I go to the store. Down here we have pasta. If you hadn't guessed from up here, my husband loves pasta. He definitely thinks it's one of the food groups. So this whole shelf is stocked with these because Walmart and Meijer both had a sale on these. I got these for, I think, 99 cents a box. So I just stored up on those because I know those will last us, well, they'll last on the shelf. Pasta lasts forever. I know I've seen other comments and other videos to say to put these in an airtight container. Again, I only had a few weeks to prep this, and so it's not the best scenario, but you know, it would get us through if we had to stay home for a month or so, even if, you know, God forbid the virus comes back or whatever. So lots of pasta. Down here we have protein powders. Those are mostly for my husband. He eats those. There is some granola bars and some trail mix and some cereal back there. That's pretty much his shelf. This wasn't so much a stock item, but what he uses on a regular basis, and that's its shelf. Down here we have some tuna. We have some chicken breasts. We have some Vienna sausages, and we have some Spam. Our cats we have two cats, and they love tuna. It's way cheaper than buying like the wet cat food. I've discovered, especially if you go to Costco. So I mainly got those for them, but God forbid like the power goes out or something, you know, we would have some meat to eat. So that's why I got that. Moving on right along up here, this shelf is a little disorganized. Over here we have a bunch of potatoes. I love to throw these into soups or just warm them up and put them with a side of meat, so I stocked up on those. There's some sweet potatoes, and here's some crushed pineapple. This is the only canned fruit the store has, so I don't know why I don't know if they have like vegetables already or what, but they were completely out. So I only got 2 cans of that, and there was nothing else. This is a soup mix we've had for a while. It has like beans and stuff in it. It's really good, and it has a lot of protein in it. And the rest of this over here, as you can see, are just soups. Well, minus this, it's mushrooms, but we like to put those in cream of mushrooms. But with the winter coming up, I know we're going to want some of those, and that's just an easy meal. You just have to add water, so you know, if the power went out or whatever, we would have those. Over here is just because of where they fit, we have extra soap and stuff. Honestly, this isn't us stockpiling. When we go to Costco, we just buy one and it lasts us, you know, however many months. We got some soap and toothpaste back there. We have some Q-tips, deodorant, you know, just some bathroom basics. Moving on down here, we have this whole shelf, which is random canned vegetables and beans. We actually eat a lot of canned vegetables anyway on a regular basis. When we're busy and we don't have time to cook, we'll just throw them with a side dish, or as a side dish with our meal. And yeah, and I like to have these I like to sometimes make my own pasta sauce. I have that. I have crushed tomatoes to put in some chili, all that good stuff. Down here is cleaning supplies. I will say we're going to make one more run to Costco probably tonight or tomorrow. I'm trying to get there before the craziness happens, but that is all the cleaning supplies we have left. And a lot of those are only halfway full or almost empty, so definitely need to stock up on that. And this is all the water. We have a half a pack of sparkling water and a little over half of a case of water. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to get at Costco to stock up on. Moving on up here, I have all of these pasta sauces. These were all on sale for 99 cents, so that's why I got this brand. There's nothing specific about it. Over here is my stockpile of rice. We eat a ton of rice. Again, especially my husband, he loves his carbs. These are so easy to make, and they also have a fairly long shelf life. I don't really go, and I should have said this earlier, but I don't really go by the best by date on this type of product or the canned products, because honestly, with all the preservatives that we put in them, they'll last a long time. I don't know if this is true or not, and someone in the comments is probably gonna be like, no. But I had a friend that worked at a factory, and what they told them was the best by date was just the date they had to legally sell it by, because of, like, you know, issues with just the lasting of a product, but you know, I've heard people open up a can like 8 years later and it's fine. Not saying we're gonna do that, not saying it will sit here, because like I said, I bought all things that we use on a regular basis. But anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbing. Okay, so we got these 2 packs of oatmeal, and then I have 1 bag back there to refill it. We have oatmeal a lot for breakfast, or at least my husband does. So this is my medical shelf, and again, this is gonna be one of our items we get at Costco. I only have like a few things of sunscreen, or 1 thing of sunscreen, 1 thing of bug spray. I meant to say we only have a few things, but I'm getting tongue-tied. We have like Mucinex, we have cold and flu medicine back there. There's an Advil. Here's a Healthy Moms vitamin. We are not expecting, but in the event that we were stuck here and I would happen to be, because we are trying to have a family, I want to make sure I have that on hand. And then these are just some NyQuil tablets that we recently used when we were sick with COVID, actually, so that's why those are open in there. But yeah. Oh, and then this is some hydrogen peroxide in case we got a cut or something. But that is it. I only have a few band-aids inside, so I really need to work on this medical shelf, and that is going to be one of the items that we get at Costco. Down here, we just have some quinoa, some chia seeds, some hemp heart seeds, stuff like that I like to just either throw in my oatmeal or in our rice, or it's just good like to add these nutrients to your food. Here is our condiment shelf. Again, this is something that I really need to work on. These are just because they wouldn't fit over here. Well, actually, this would probably. More quinoa. This is coffee that we actually got on our cruise. And it's just there. So this is some avocado spray, some garlic, ketchup, and ranch. That's all that's there. So we really need to build that up as well. Down here, it's just because it wouldn't fit up on that shelf, but we have some more diced tomatoes. Again, we love chili, especially in the winter time, so I like to stock up on these. Down here, I have a ton of lentils. It's just something that we like to eat a lot. It has a fair amount of protein in here. For a serving size, and it also gives you obviously like carbs and stuff, so yeah, I like to eat that. Down here is random chips my husband takes to work. When the pandemic first started, we could not get bread anywhere. It was ridiculous. So I actually stocked up on some flour and some yeast. I believe I have some more. Yeah. Oh wait, this is sugar. And then down here I have some flour. And different kinds too, because again, I couldn't find bread anywhere, and so we had to resort to making our own, which was interesting to learn how to make. If you guys want to know that recipe, comment down below. I'll be happy to make a video on making that. But we could only find like oat or almond. Sorry everybody, my husband called me in the middle of that. What I was saying was we could only find like oat or almond milk, oat or almond flour. And so that's why we went with that. It's not because they're health nuts or anything, but I did end up getting at least 1 all-purpose flour. I also got some of these corn mixes. I thought it would go good with some maybe steak some night. Got some baking powder, and this is just yeast, different types of yeast that I could find. So that's that. Over here I have some tea and noodle cups just because they wouldn't fit over here. Makeup wipes, and just some Kleenexes, some mopping stuff, just cleaning stuff in general. Like I said, we're almost out of that. And the last roll of toilet paper is currently on our bathroom toilet paper holder. So again, need to go to Costco and stock up on some things. But yeah, that currently is our stockpile. If you are a prepper and have any ideas of things that we should stock up on in the future, please comment that down below. I think we're trying to get ready more for just, we live in Indiana, so, you know, there could be tornadoes. You know, the power does go out here in the winter sometimes because where we at, you know, the ice sits on the lines and stuff. So I'm trying to just get better and be more prepared to make sure that we're good. So let me know what you guys think about, you know, getting ready and just having some food in your house, being prepared for not only natural disasters, but also the election coming up. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to get pretty crazy? Why don't you guys comment that down below? I just wanted to say to my subscribers really quick, I just want to thank you guys so much for all your sweet emails and comments, and just giving me patience to heal and to really just kind of, you know, relax and get over COVID. Things have been kind of hectic around our house, obviously just trying to run my business and keep up the house as a wife and all that. So I just appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so supportive and just really the best subscribers I could ask for. So I really, really appreciate that. And you guys, I really don't think our government's going to go down. I don't think we're going to have like a Walking Dead situation. I'm just trying to be prepared to kind of keep our family safe and stay away from the crowds. So, and again, I just wanted to share that information to anyone who hasn't even had, you know, if anything, the government says that you should have 3 days of food in your house. So I just want to give this as a reminder to just stay safe, help each other out, be kind, and just remember that, you know, we have to stick together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to get some content out to you guys soon, and I will catch you guys all in my next one. Bye!